What's up, YouTube? Knowledge of self-determination. So I was actually about to watch an Ndongo fight, and actually a couple of Ndongo fights. Since him and Terrence Crawford are about to scrap. And I've actually been wanting to do this video all day, but I've been tied up working on other projects, so I'm getting to it now. But here's what I want to say. There's a lot of bullshit going on in boxing. There's a lot of bullshit. I mean, there's always bullshit going on. But I just wanted to run down real quick some of the shit that's just really getting on my fucking nerves, to be honest with you. And this isn't in any particular order. And yeah, it's not in any particular order. And I'm not gonna dwell on any one topic real long. I mean, I just gotta run down the list of shit that's getting on my nerves. First thing that comes to my mind, and again, this isn't in any particular order. It's not in any ascending or descending order from worse to better or better to worse or whatever. Tyson Fury. Man, I wish he shut the fuck up. Seriously, this dude is a good 500 pounds, but still talking shit like he's the best thing since sliced bread in boxing. And he not even nowhere near remotely close to being in fighting shape. Man, I wish he shut the fuck up. Manny Pacquiao, man. Manny Pacquiao and his fans. Now, yes, Manny Pacquiao has had a very illustrious career as a boxer. Without a doubt. Even amidst the allegations of steroid use, which I actually do believe to some degree. Especially now with the new situation coming up with the Jeff Horn fight. But here's the thing, Manny Pacquiao, you've done a lot in the sport. You have one of the best resumes in the sport, so on and so forth. But you're a champion. You can't fight whoever the fuck you want and you're holding a belt. You're holding up the unification of the division because you don't want to fight any of the other champions. So either, man up and fight these other champions, give up the fucking belt. Who the fuck is Jeff Horn? Canelo and Triple G. Everybody's happy about this fight. Listen, this is the kind of guy I am. I'm the kind of guy, I don't applaud mediocrity. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't give motherfuckers props for shit they're supposed to do. Like, for instance, like say you have a dude who has a kid, right? Him and the kid's mom are together. But he's the type of dude that every time the child support comes out of his check, you know what I'm saying? And the mom calls him like, oh, can you get, little man, blah, 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 XYZ. I paid my child support. This is a motherfucker that wants credit for doing some shit he's supposed to do. You don't get that kind of props from me. You're supposed to do that shit. Canelo, you were supposed to fight fucking Triple. You was supposed to fight him. I'm not giving you no credit for fighting him a year later. Sorry. I'm not giving you credit for that. Because you give him credit for fighting Triple G, and then do you give him credit for beating up on fucking Liam Smith and then not defending the belt against Demetrius Andrade? Do you do that? Because I don't do that. I don't even see how the fuck you could. I think Canelo has the potential to be one of the greats, but I think the fact that he is being led around by the nostrils by a skirt wearing, a skirt wearing sodomizer / pedophile / crackhead, I don't think that's a good look for your career, man. I don't think that's a good look for your career. I think, Canelo, if you really want to solidify your career, your legacy, you gotta go after these big names, man. I mean, you have a good resume, but how good is it really? I mean, now correct me if I'm wrong, but the best fights on his resume so far are Evanslandy Lara, Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Cotto, Austin Trout. Can't give him credit for fighting Triple G yet because that hasn't happened yet. Those 4 names so far are the best names on his resume. From where I sit, I could be wrong. But so far as I can tell, those are the best names on his resume. Now he's not even Chavez Jr. Weight drained, weakened, depleted Chavez Jr. Come on, man. Amir Khan, come on, man. James Kirkland, without Ann Wolf. Come on, man. Seriously? Sorry. Triple G. Triple G lost to Danny Jacobs. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Triple G lost to Danny Jacobs. He got knocked down. Yeah, he got dropped. Because Danny Jacobs, I've seen this in a couple of fights. He picks the most inopportune time to switch up. You know, he gets caught in transition. Not making any excuses for him. He fucked up, he got caught, he went down. That's his bad. But Triple G didn't dominate that fight at all. And he did not win that fight with a fucking jab. And he did not outthrow and outland Danny Jacobs in that fight. That's complete and utter rubbish. But Triple G, it's a good fighter. But here's another dude. Yo, you got to step up in competition, man. I mean, people are so... And look, I don't do pound-for-pound lists. I don't take anybody's pound-for-pound list seriously. You know what I'm saying? As the end-all and be-all in boxing, because at the end of the day, your pound-for-pound list is subjective. It is based on criteria that you have set and the aesthetic of the fighters that you are putting on your list. It's subjective. There's nothing objective about it. The only objective pound-for-pound list I see is unifying all of the belts, all of the top fighters, all of the champions fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? All the contenders fighting each other, all the prospects fighting each other, so that they can get to the top of the heap and then fight the best guys in the division, have these tournaments, fight the champion, and now we got pound-for-pound best fighters. To say the pound-for-pound best fighter in all of boxing, man, that's a stretch. The pound-for-pound best fighter in these divisions, yeah, okay, that's cool. Another thing, the sanctioning bodies, they're fucking crooked and corrupt as fuck. The end. They're crooked as shit. Mayweather-McGregor. No, it's not a real fight. I don't even think it's being sanctioned by any of the governing bodies in boxing. So what? Nobody got mad at Ali when he did it. So why the fuck is everybody pissed off that Floyd's doing it? And here's the thing. If Oscar De La Hoya is so hell-bent on selling this notion that Canelo is the cash cow in boxing, why the fuck are you so worried about Mayweather-McGregor? Because as far as you're concerned, the Chavez Jr. Canelo fight brought boxing back because it did over 1 million views. I'm still trying to figure that one out. That's a load of fucking garbage because that fight was horrible. Yeah, there's a lot of dumb shit going on in boxing. Those are just some of the things that I just had on my head. Oh, yeah, and Vasily Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. Now, HBO has Lomachenko as their number one pound-for-pound fighter. But before that, they had Gennady Golovkin and Chocolatito as their number one pound-for-pound fighters. And then they went so far as to say in the past 25 years, out of the top 25 fighters in the past 25 years, they are 1 and 2. Complete and utter rubbish. Chocolatito is not a pound-for-pound fighter to me. I'm sorry. That doesn't go to block his, man. Because as soon as he steps up in competition, his ass gets sat down with shots to the chest. So Rumbaza punched him in the fucking chest, and he slid his ass across the ring like a skee ball. Know what I mean? No, he's not. No. And what an insult to the past 25 years of boxing to put Chocolatito at the top of that list. What a fucking insult, man. Which brings me into my next point. Decafs. Dumb casual ass fans, or dumbass casual ass fans. I guess that wouldn't be decaf anymore, huh? It'd be daycaf. Whatever. However you want to say it. You dudes are the fucking worst, man. You dudes are the worst. Because from what I'm understanding, you decafs, you are dudes who just started watching boxing about 2-3 years ago. You've never been in a fucking ring before in your fucking life. You never laced them up and went toe-to-toe with another man in the ring. And you probably never even been in a fucking real street fight before. That's what it's sounding like when it comes to these decafs. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you dudes are probably... A lot of you dudes sound like fucking mama's boys for real. Fucking 40-year-old men sitting in their mom's basement playing fucking PlayStation and shit. You know, living out of the back of a fucking pickup truck or some shit like that. But yeah, those are some of the things that are kind of irking me about boxing. I mean, the decals, that's at the top of the fucking list. That's fuck. These dudes have got to go, man. I mean, they really got to go. They have to. And then oh my God, Bernard Hopkins, man. I don't even know what to say about this dude. I had hella respect for B-Hop, man. Hella respect for B-Hop. I love Philly. Me and my homeboys used to fucking drive up to Philly just to fucking chill. You know what I'm saying? Just to chill at the fucking, just to chill. Buy, eat cheesesteaks, chill, and then drive the fuck back to Baltimore just because. We would drive to fucking Philly just to get cheesesteaks. I fucking love Philly. You know what I'm saying? Philly dudes are cool as a motherfucker. Bernard Hopkins, I thought he was cut from a different cloth, but, birds of a feather. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, he a sodomite or nothing like that, but come on, man. Get your fucking mind right, yo. But for right now, that's all I really have on the what's really pissing me off about boxing or really irritating me. I should say that really irritated me shit, and the bias and shit. I'm gonna touch on that real quick. How these Eastern European fighters can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want and get virtually no criticism for it. But then we got these black fighters over here. You know what I'm saying? Dudes like Errol Spence who are fighting anybody they put in front of them to get their shot. Terrence Crawford, who is fighting anybody that you put in front of him. Rigondeaux, who would fight anybody you put in front of him, but everybody you put in front of him, you know what I'm saying? It's a hit. I mean, they slipped the fight. Fuck slipping punches. These dudes are squirmy as shit. They wriggle their way out of these fights quick as a motherfucker. Literally ejector seating themselves out of the fucking division. Just so they don't have to fight him. Andre Ward fighting whoever they put in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers wanted him to not fight Triple G so bad, they wanted him to go up a weight class and fight the Crusher. Know what I mean? And then the Crusher got crushed like a can of Orange Crush. How about that shit? But you decals, man, you motherfuckers have got to go. The promoters, they suck. Because most of these motherfuckers are shysters anyway. So I would say the decals, the promoters, and the fucking sanctioning bodies, man. Because all you decals are pushing the promoters to do the promoters and the fucking sanctioning bodies to do the dumb shit that they do. Alexander Povetkin is a dirty fucking fighter. And yet somehow it was fucking Deontay Wilder's fault that he got caught juicing. I don't even understand that logic. The amount of cognitive dissonance that it takes for you motherfuckers to backpedal on your bullshit. There's not enough space on the earth for how much cognitive dissonance you need to have and the rest of the people on the planet in order to justify the lack of accountability, man. And one last thing, I didn't want to make this video but so long, but one last thing. Fucking Sergey Kovalev, man. I'm going to tell you right now. You know what? Andre Ward was hitting him in his nuts. I'm going to give y'all that. He was hitting him in his nuts. Because Sergey Kovalev's shorts were up past his belly button. And Andre Ward was hitting him on the belt line. Which, because his shorts were up so high, is where his belly button was. And when Andre Ward was tagging his ass to the gut, he was hitting him in his nuts. And I want you to know why. Because even though he looks like a man, he's either a tranny, a transsexual, a female, a tranny male, a female who's taking hormones to become a man, right? And he was hitting you in the ovaries, or now this is a big one. His nuts had not dropped yet, and they were still up inside his ass. That's why Ward was hitting him in his nuts, punching him in the stomach on the belt line that was above his belly button, because he either has ovaries or his nuts haven't dropped yet. You pick one.